Right, this is a video just to give you a heads up before you upgrade your Sky, or even get Sky if you're new to Sky and you don't have an ONT box. Right, the first thing you need to do is be aware that if you're going to get upgrade to Sky or get Sky, you're going to get an ONT box nowadays. And this is the thing. Rule number one: if your telephone line is outside, then this is gonna happen. This is outside with telephone lines up there, and the open reach engineers basically said they can't put it downstairs, so it has to go into your back bedroom. And then you get a router, you route it from downstairs, and with that cable down there, it will plug into it and it will work Wi-Fi. But if you have a house phone, which a lot of people do, including myself, because I have a disabled person who lives here and they need a house phone because they're not very good with mobiles. If you do that, your phone won't work downstairs because they're doing away with phone lines. So if you're old, disabled, you can't really do much from around the house, you're going to need some help. And the prices, unless you actually know, somewhere between £300 and £1,000 just to install Ethernet cable. I did this myself, and I tell you what, hammering left-handed is a ball ache. I have an enormous bed in my house, in my bedroom. Look how big it is. It's massive. So it was even worse to do. They hammered it in all the way around, up the wall, up the door, round the door, round there. You need step ladders for downstairs. Luckily, I had a serving hatch, but there was no wooden on the serving hatch on the outside. Also, down there, if you've got skating boards, it's an absolute bugger to hammer into. Even if you are right-handed and you're doing it right-handed, it's bollocks. So once you've done that, right, you take your router from in the bedroom, that from your router, and you plug in Ethernet cable on the other, and then you find out it don't work. And you're like, well, why don't it work? The little cable worked from the router to the ONT box, but the Ethernet cable from the ONT box to the router don't work downstairs. And it turns out the OpenReach engineer, who only seemed to know half what he was doing, because he used to go that in, and a nail fell out and he didn't put it in properly. That's a crappy little box that is compared to the boxes I've seen. And it turns out that if you already have Sky, you're going to need the red Ethernet cable that goes from the main box into your router. And I have an OpenReach box as well, and that had to go from the OpenReach box to the router as well. So I've got three things going into the router, and how it all works. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you buy Sky new nowadays, because mine's like from cable or satellite from ages ago, so it might be a little bit different. But if you're going to put a router downstairs with one Ethernet cable, you've got to make sure you get that red Ethernet cable to go from the main box to the router, even though the OpenReach guy said you don't need it, which is bollocks. And if you've got a house phone, like I have downstairs, the one little bit that goes into the wall, you just put that into the grey bit in the back of your box, and then it will work. So yeah, if I'd known all this, I probably wouldn't have bothered, to be honest with you. But I am fasting, and I've been using a lot of calories today, so swings and roundabouts. But if you're old, if you're like 70, you still have your barbels about you, but you can't get around the house much and stuff like that. You got to know these things. And Sky did not warn me about any of this stuff. I've been with Sky for like 18, 19 years, and not once did they say anything. Oh, by the way, there's a possibility you're going to have it in your bedroom. Oh, also, you're going to have to buy a new phone to plug into your router upstairs if your router has to be upstairs, and then buy 2 handsets. And then, what happens if you can't get up the stairs that well? Like, if I were here and my aunt was by himself, he wouldn't have been able to do all this because he can't get up the stairs. It would have been absolutely horrible for him. He wouldn't have been able to phone out to get any help or anything. He would have been stuck in the house. He would have forced himself out of the front door to try and find help because of what Sky done, basically. It's absolutely disgraceful. So yeah, This is a preemptive strike video. This is what you need. You need your red Ethernet cable. If you've got an open reach box, you need the white one. If you've got a long one, you need to put it in yourself. Or you're going to be paying 300 to 1,000 quid. It's crazy prices, you know. Or get the open reach people. They wouldn't do it for me because, you know, I'm a healthy, young, strapping man with crazy muscles, you know. But, you know, make sure if you upgrade or you get a Sky that they put in the Ethernet cable, that they pay for it all, because they're the ones that are fucking you around. This is me, the M1, giving a preemptive strike.